Welcome from the Geneva Motor Show, where we have the brand new Hyundai ix35 here, which is one of the world's first fuel cell powered cars, which means there's no diesel or any other fuel inside but water. So we can look here at the device taken apart. Of course display it won't be working, but we will just take a look at how Hyundai built the car from scratch. So you can see that we have, of course, big water tanks in the bank with up to a pressure of 700 bars that they can manage. So there's really of course a lot of space taken up by that, but it's I guess the same space that of course regular fuel would need. On the front you can see here how the device works, the fuel cell battery. So we have of course a huge electronic battery inside with lithium-ion batteries, but of course also here the regular motor where you will actually create from the fuel, that is water in this case, electric power with which the car will drive up to 600 kilometers, which is of course quite far. So this fuel cell looks quite cool, kind of like a regular motor. You still need cooling because there will be still explosions going on inside, but of course only hydrogen will be exploded, and then at the end there is only water mist coming out. So if you go back to the car, take a closer look at how that one looks like. We'll also check out how it feels to be inside. So let's just go back to the car, and there will be of course a few concepts, a few cars in the future coming out with fuel cell. It's so expensive right now because there's not so many motors out there that actually this car, the ix32, you won't be able to buy. But a few cities like Zurich here in the Swiss will have the car maybe for leasing and to show of course how modern and cool they are. So if we go around the car, you can see from the front it has of course a nice little sporty and strong front. Also nice little LED lamps on the bottom for daylight, but of course for the regular use during the night. From the side this looks like a 4x4 car, so there's really a strong masculine feeling about this car, I guess so. But it's of course perfect also for your family because there's a lot of space inside to just take anything with you. So we can actually open it up and take a closer look inside. So you guys can see that if you sit inside, you will have of course a lot of space. Yeah, it's like a regular car. We have here our display, our AC system, just anything you would use with a regular car. And yeah, there's really a lot of space actually in the back. That's actually I think more interesting for the kids and for any passengers that go with you. So you guys can get a feeling of that. Of course fuel cell based cars feel exactly like you would buy a regular car, but you only will produce H2O at the end, so not really anything bad for the world. So you can see here really a lot of space inside. Here a cup holder, but otherwise yeah, you can play anything in there. Here on the back you can still see that for the fuel cell you still need to of course charge your tank with not H2O, but of course just regular hydrogen, with which you will drive for up to 600 kilometers with this car. And if we are already able to take a close look on the sides, let's see how much space we have in the back. So you guys can see it's a little bit higher than your regular car, where because we have probably under here you can see actually the tank where we have the fuel cells, so there is not much space for an extra tire like we would be used to from other cars, but of course still a lot of space to just put your stuff when you go on a long holiday trip. So let me close it up again, and then we can take a look at the nice back. There we of course still the the sensors on the back. You can see again this is the ix35 fuel cell Hyundai. Yeah, we don't even have to go to the other side, I guess, because you have seen it from the side. So thank you much for tuning in. This is the future of probably cars, we hope. So the environment will stay safe. And yeah, let's see how this leads, where this leads, and how much it will cost when, or the next generation will cost when maybe there's a little bit more devices or cars produced. My name is Balazs from the Geneva Motor Show. Thank you much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe.